Nuclear fusion, artificial sun. Why haven't Europe and the US caught up after 60 years? How can China lead with 3 parallel projects? Hello, all the science and technology enthusiasts. I'm Lao Lu, a hardcore tech scout who has dedicated 15 years to the energy technology field. Over the years, I've carried equipment through nuclear fusion laboratories in more than 20 countries worldwide, from the underground tunnels of CERN filled with precision instruments to the giant laser installations at the US Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. I've witnessed countless ambitious projects that started with great fanfare but ultimately faded away due to technical bottlenecks. Today, I'm going to reveal a bombshell that could rewrite the history of energy. While the global scientific community has struggled with the challenge of controlled nuclear fusion, artificial sun, for over half a century, China has quietly achieved a thunderous breakthrough. The Chinese research team has silently built a 3-pronged nuclear fusion matrix. While top laboratories in Europe and the US are still struggling to extend plasma confinement time from 5 seconds to 10 seconds, even pouring in sky-high funds for repeated trials and errors, China's 3 self-developed fusion devices have already stood out. East, dubbed the Oriental Super Ring by foreign media, broke the world record with 1,056 seconds of steady-state high-confinement plasma operation. The newly launched BEST device, featuring an innovative modular design, has overcome the world-class problem of key materials resisting neutron irradiation, and craft aims at engineering applications, with its superconducting magnet technology achieving a qualitative leap in energy conversion efficiency. These 3 devices, like a perfectly coordinated relay team, are leading the way at an incredible Chinese pace on the track of nuclear fusion, which concerns humanity's future energy lifeline. This groundbreaking progress, exclusive to this platform, is definitely worth exploring. Next, we'll dive into the hardcore details. First, we'll examine how many pitfalls Europe and the US, the global leaders in nuclear fusion research, have stumbled into over the years, and how much money they've spent with little result. Then, we'll uncover how China's 3 devices have achieved a relay of 3 stages, from theory to practice to commercial application, and stayed ahead. Finally, we'll analyze when ordinary people can expect to use this incredibly cheap nuclear fusion power. In short, today's content will absolutely give you a new perspective on China's technological strength. Ready? Let's get started. When it comes to global nuclear fusion research, Europe and the US were the earliest starters. Back in the 1950s, during the intense US-Soviet Cold War space race, the US and the Soviet Union took the lead in launching top-secret nuclear fusion projects, followed by European Union countries under the framework of the Atomic Energy Community. This scientific and technological battle, known as the artificial sun, stems from countries' urgent desire for infinite clean energy. Whoever masters controlled nuclear fusion first will hold the right to speak over future energy. As the giant of global research and development investment, the US-led NIF, National Ignition Facility, project is an engineering marvel, a 3-football field-sized experimental facility equipped with 192 of the world's most powerful laser beams, each delivering a pulse energy of 1.8 million joules. To achieve the ignition goal, it took 13 years from the facility's completion in 2009 to the first energy gain in 2022, with a cumulative investment of $3.5 billion. However, reality dampened the research team's spirits. That milestone experiment produced only 50% more energy than input, which, converted to actual power, would take a long time just to boil a 2-liter pot of water, still an insurmountable chasm from the million-fold energy gain required for commercial power generation. The EU's JET device also carries the energy ambitions of the old continent. This 11-meter diameter toroidal magnetic confinement device in Oxfordshire, UK, was jointly built by 35 countries with a total investment of over €2 billion. Researchers have continuously pushed the limits of plasma operation, setting a 59-second steady-state operation record in 2021, but even so, each experiment still consumes far more energy than it produces. More frustratingly, these short highlights are still orders of magnitude away from meeting the requirements for continuous and stable operation of commercial power plants. Russia's T-15MD device has taken a unique path. Relying on the deep magnetic confinement technology heritage accumulated during the Soviet era, this device has made significant breakthroughs in superconducting magnet technology, capable of generating a magnetic field as strong as 5 teslas, providing a more stable environment for plasma confinement. However, constrained by economic difficulties, the project has long faced funding shortages, forcing the research team to operate on a tight budget and slow down the device's upgrading and transformation. making it difficult to maintain a sustained research momentum for breakthroughs. As you can see, these Western countries either suffer from overly fragmented projects, each going their own way without overall planning, or from excessive capital intervention that prioritizes short-term profits, causing projects to stall. Coupled with their institutional issues, slow decision-making, by the time they decide to increase investment, China has already made breakthroughs with its 3 devices. It's like a race where Europe and the US started ahead but stopped to tie their shoelaces or took the wrong path. By the time they looked back, China was nearing the finish line. This also reflects that in high-tech fields requiring long-term investment and the ability to pool resources for major projects, China's institutional advantages are remarkably evident. China's 3 fusion devices each have their own strengths, forming a perfect relay team. The first leg is East, the Oriental Super Ring. Under construction since the national 9th Five-Year Plan, Chinese scientists faced harsh conditions back then. They even had to exchange tons of daily necessities with Russia for equipment parts. Yet, despite these challenges, through the unremitting efforts of generations of researchers, East has now become a global nuclear fusion research hub, with scientists from over 50 countries and regions conducting experiments here. This year, East made history by successfully achieving efficient and stable operation of 100 million degree plasma for over 1,000 seconds, strongly verifying the theoretical feasibility of nuclear fusion power generation. Just imagine, how did our scientists persevere and achieve such great accomplishments under such difficult conditions? It's all thanks to the tenacity in the Chinese spirit and the persistent pursuit of technological advancement. Compared to Western projects that often stall due to funding issues, East has advanced steadily from construction to the present. This is the result of pooling resources for major projects. It also shows the world that China's determination and capability in nuclear fusion are not just words but tangible achievements. The second leg of the relay is the BEST device, a new artificial sun member standing tall on Hefei Science Island. It made a stunning debut with its general assembly launched just this May Day. Its main structure stands over 20 meters tall, with hundreds of steel structures crisscrossing to form a dome-like shape, its silver-gray metal shell gleaming coldly in the sun, and its toroidal magnetic confinement system coiling like a dragon, echoing the majestic aura of the planetary engines in the wandering Earth, instantly igniting the global tech community's enthusiasm. The technological breakthroughs of this device mark a milestone in the nuclear fusion field. It is the first to deeply integrate China's self-developed superconducting magnet technology, intelligent control algorithms, and modular construction processes, signaling that controlled nuclear fusion research has officially crossed from the laboratory theory verification stage to the critical turning point of engineering and industrialization. The BEST device also shoulders the heavy responsibility of humanity's first deuterium-tritium combustion experiment, a reaction mode that will generate several times higher energy density than traditional deuterium-tritium reactions, hopefully achieving an engineering demonstration of fusion power generation. According to plans, this major scientific research instrument with a total investment of over 5 billion yuan will be fully completed in 2027. By then, it will usher in a new era of China's controlled nuclear fusion technology. In 2030, the first light illuminated by fusion energy will cut through the night sky, announcing the arrival of a new era of clean energy. When this technology achieves large-scale application, the cost per kilowatt-hour of electricity will drop to just 1 dime, and the energy released from deuterium and tritium extracted from a single cup of seawater will be equivalent to burning 300 liters of gasoline, sufficient to power a medium-sized city for a full day. These scenes once confined to science fiction are gradually becoming reality with the steady progress of the BEST device. Looking back at Europe and the US, most of their nuclear fusion projects still remain in the scientific experiment stage, with a long road ahead to engineering practice. For example, although the USA RPAE project has invested significant funds, it mainly revolves around basic technologies and lacks devices like BEST that directly target engineering practice. This is China's wisdom: we don't pursue empty achievements but take solid steps from theoretical verification to engineering practice. The emergence of the BEST device has allowed China to take a key step forward in nuclear fusion applications, making Europe and the US marvel at China's speed and efficiency. As the third leg of the relay, the Craft device, scheduled for completion this year, is a comprehensive research platform for commercial power generation. Like a car manufacturing factory, its 19 subsystems are like various components for developing an engine, focusing on technological breakthroughs for core components required by fusion reactor hosts, including innovative achievements such as divertors capable of withstanding temperatures 10 times that of rocket exhaust flames. This means China has already started preparing for the commercial application of nuclear fusion. Once the Kraft device succeeds, large-scale commercialization of nuclear fusion power generation will truly be within reach. In contrast, Europe and the US have made little substantive progress in commercial applications. Many of their projects remain in the laboratory stage, and some have even been abandoned due to lack of commercial prospects. China, from the very beginning, has had a long-term plan. The three devices respectively correspond to theoretical verification, engineering practice, and commercial application, forming a complete industrial chain. The construction of the Kraft device is to break through the final barrier and bring nuclear fusion power generation into households. This also reflects China's forward-looking and systematic approach to scientific and technological research, aiming not for short-term gains but for real technological breakthroughs and industrial applications. From East igniting the fire of hope to best paving the path of practice and Kraft forging the core soul, China is sprinting on the track of controlled nuclear fusion with great ambition. These three devices are like three sharp swords cutting through the numerous difficulties on the road of nuclear fusion research, making China far ahead in this field. Now, let's look back at Europe and the US. They've spent 60 years in the nuclear fusion field, investing massive funds and manpower, yet achieved minimal results. China, with relatively fewer resources and in a shorter time, has achieved a magnificent transformation from following to leading. This is not just a demonstration of technological strength but also a victory for institutional advantages, scientific research spirit, and long-term planning. Dear friends, this is an energy revolution that concerns the nation's future. Once nuclear fusion power generation is commercialized, its impact on the global energy landscape will be unimaginable. China is creating an Eastern legend that will surely go down in history, and we are fortunate to be its witnesses. If you're also proud of China's technological achievements, hit the like button, leave a comment, and share this with more people to let them see China's greatness. Don't forget to follow my channel for more updates and in-depth analyses on China's nuclear fusion devices. See you next time.